Hey, welcome to Northern Soul. Today I'm going to show you how to tape with kinesiology tape to assist with elbow flexion. So this is if you're having trouble doing like your extensors of the elbow are actually really tight, and then so it's harder to actually do a curl. So this will actually help relax the triceps and that, so that they'll shut off neurologically. And therefore it'll give the assist with like biceps and that to do the elbow flexion. So working on the working on to shut off the antagonist muscles. So we're going to use some tape here. I'm going to use two different colors. So basically we're going to be taping from the back, like just above the armpit, which is the posterior deltoid, all the way to the bottom of the elbow. So that's where we need to measure. So this is easier with two people, but I only got me, and if it's just you, then follow along. So just in the back, kind of like in the armpit area, but the back of the deltoid. So you're still in the shoulder muscle, and then I'm just gonna kick this over, and I'm just gonna follow it along to the bottom of the elbow. So I trapped the tape with my elbow because it's going to be underneath, and we're going to put stretch on this, so you could even back that off a bit. So I'm going to back it off a little bit because we're going to stretch it. So probably about 25 to 50% stretch on that. So this will turn into a Y tape. So I'm going to want to cut that in half. This is a regular 2-inch wide taping, so I'm splitting that in two, which is then making it 1-inch strips. And you only need the 1-inch strips, basically a Y cut sort of tape, because we're just switching off the muscle. We're not trying to support it. So I'm going to round off the ends just to make it less likely to catch on clothes and pets or whatever. Round off these ends as well. Boop. And you're going to need one more tape at the base in order to secure it. So I'm just going to use this orange tape, and we're just going to cut a piece off there. This is just to secure these two bottom parts here. Hopefully you'll be able to see that in this demonstration. Just round off those ends too. Round off every end. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there's an explosion of tape in the background there. I don't know if you've seen that. Okay, so I'm going to try to awkwardly stick my arm under the camera here and show you how it's done. So you're going to be doing, so for position, you're going to be 90 degrees, and then you're going to have the back of your hand facing down on the table. Ignore the ink on my hands. I like to give a suppository to an octopus, and it just kind of turned into that. But ignore that. I mean, who doesn't do that, right? So we're going to rip off this end here on the Y. So I'm just going to break it off at the legs, just like that. And then I'm going to bend that back so I'm not touching the adhesive, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and crimp these legs so I can pull them off easier. Just back that off. There we go, crimp. And now I've got something to grab onto. So this part here, it's going to go right into the posterior deltoid, or just above what'll be the armpit. I really hope this thing's focusing. I cannot tell. And then what's going to happen is it's going to split up around the triceps and then meet again under the elbow. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. Oh, let's fight. It's a battle. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on sideways so I can grab it at all. Right about there. I'm totally going by feel. So I just want to make sure that anchors in there pretty good. So I'm just going to rub it a bit. I got a little bit of a wrinkle there, but we'll let that slide, since what are you going to do when you're by yourself, right? So I'm going to go ahead, 90 degrees on a table, and back of the hand on the table like this. And then you can push down onto the table, which will activate the triceps. So if I'm resting, then I activate, hopefully you can see that, how the triceps activates like that. So you're gonna, with stretch, follow it along. kind of like along, so I got that tricep sticking out right there. And continue, and then kind of under. It's going to go under the elbow. So that's good there. I'm just going to follow that. And under, it's going to meet under the elbow. There we go. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. So it's kind of like this so far. Now I've got one left. So I'm going to go ahead and reach that for that one. So same thing again. 90-degree with the elbow, as long as it's not like painful. If it's painful or something like that, you do the best you can. And then back of the hand, going to be pressing down into the table to activate the tricep. And I'm just going to follow the backing down so then I can go ahead and apply it. Okay, so here we go. So I'm just going to press down to activate, and then I'm just going to follow it like this. I can feel the tricep there. Okay, so under the elbow, and then it's going to meet up in the bottom again. So I'm just going to follow that along. There we go. So not super pretty up here, but for our purposes, it'll do. Like, that's fine. Okay, so just to give you a little once over, it's a bit like that, and then underneath as well, along the back of the tricep, and then underneath, and it kind of meets up in the bottom together. We got one last tape here. We'll split that in the middle, and we're going to do the so this is going to, those two smaller pieces, because it's easier to come off, we're going to secure it with this one. So it's just going to be across the bottom of the elbow, just like that. Okay, I'm going to see where they are. So you can kind of see, hopefully, where they are. So underneath, onto more of the forearm, and then I'm just going to apply some stretch. Just like that, and then close it. So that's securing the two tapes at the bottom. Because if you're doing extension, so this is really help you with, like, if you're exercising and trying to strengthen the biceps. So if you're having trouble activating the bicep, or you want, it's bicep day and you want to get more out of it, this is a great way to switch off the antagonist muscle, the opposite muscle. So neurologically, because of that, the constant touch and that, it'll relax it. And if that's relaxed, then it's not working against your flexion of the elbow. If you like this video, please hit a like, comment, share, subscribe, and there's a filter on this camera that makes my muscles look smaller than they are. I'm absolute beefcake. Anyways, thanks for watching. We will see you on the next video. Northern Soul out.